Simplicity. Are we speaking the language the customer understands? It necessarily not. I'm talking about. Necessarily not. Talking about the technical part. Are you communicating things in a very simple way where the customer can understand? Lalit, once I was in a flight and it was landing Bangalore airport. That captain was making the announcement in his own language. He was talking about visibility, 0, minus, this, that, everything. Would a passenger on board will understand what those things are? And would the passenger care about it? What the visibility and all that, does he know? No. So, anybody, anything, whatever you do, are we practicing simplicity in our communication? Banking documents, how simple are they? Just think about it. You are very thorough with your subject matter because you do this all the time. Are we explaining it to the customer the same speed I had mastered it, or the subject matter, the speed at which I had mastered it, or the speed at which the customer can comprehend? You must say things to a customer in the language he understands, at the speed at which that he can comprehend, not at the speed at which that you have mastered it. There where we say always talk about the benefit that you get to the customer, not the feature. Benefit, not the feature. Okay. We have allocated you seat 6A. Now, does the customer, does he know about the configuration of the flight, the passenger? No. Here where we had given you a seat, a window seat with enough leg space, and then probably you will be served first. Good. So are we talking, whenever we are talking the language that the customer understands? Features got to be transformed into benefit. What is in it for me and not what it offers? Customers are interested in knowing what is in it for me. First time when I bought a flat screen monitor, until such time I had a big monitor on my table, desk computer. You know what this guy who sold me a laptop, you know what he said? He fixed me the laptop in my study area, and he saw this big monitor, and he's telling, Mr. Kalapuge, here we are, a whole lot of books around you. I'm sure you must be referring them to do slides. I said, yes. I'm sure you must be keeping these books beside the monitor and looking at them and then doing it. So it's waste of time and too much of a strain to your necks and to your neck and then the eyes. So why not you just have a monitor in front of you where you could keep a book, keep the book just in front of that, so you could look down and look up and then enter. I said, fine. So what is the suggestion? No, you just get a flat screen. And then here you have enough space. You can keep the book there. You could keep on turning the pages, look at it, and then the screen. Less strain for your neck. And your productivity would be high. Now, had he just told me, get a flat screen, I don't know what it is. Now, he's telling me, less neck ache, productivity high. He never stopped there. He looked at my wife and telling, Mrs. Kalapuge, then it's easier for you to clean. Otherwise, this monitor area under, there's a lot of dust accumulated. So it's easier for you to clean. Now, what happened? Lady is emotional. She's on what colors? And then here she was telling me, buy, but figures become my part. Now see the benefit you show. And that's how I just got down a flat screen, 43,000 rupees. Those days a flat screen computer. Because you sell the benefit. Simplicity. Now documents, banks, we know the documents. Banks, what do we do to banking documents? Here we are, we say sign here, sign there, sign here. Now customer do not know where to sign. So what do? Often we put a mark. Bankers, will you agree? Here we are, you got to initial and just full signature. Generally, what do? We say here, this is what you got to do. Just initial here, initial here, initial here, and put your full signature here. Good, you are putting a mark. That's good. But is the mark good? Negative. What does it indicate? It doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it's not going to work at all. Negative. Some people put stars where you have to put signatures. So customer sees stars when you see that. So instead, what you got to do, you have to just put a tick and say, here we are, you got to put your initial, initial, initial. So here we are. Simplify everything, simplicity. Just think about it. How can we do so? Here I am telling you. I was doing some work in Maldives last year. What do I do now? I go to this hotel. It's a Shangri-La Group hotel, traders, for dinner. I was living in an apartment. The client got me an apartment every 3 days when I'm there to work. And they asked me to go to this restaurant where they have vegetarian Indian food, and you better sign the bill. We'll take care of it. So I go to the restaurant. Having had the meal, I come to the lobby, and I say, could you very kindly get me a cab to go to the apartment? They say, sure, sir. Just a moment. They call the cab, and what do? They give you your card. They give you a card. What does it say? Dear guest, you have boarded taxi number 4441. Please retain this receipt for your reference in the event that communication with the driver is required after you have left the taxi. Is it a simple thing or a complex thing? Very simple. What do, Lalit? I take the card, peep out for this cab. No sooner 4441 cab comes, what do? Show it to the taxi driver. He says, get in, sir, get in. Very simple.